Hello, good day friends. You're welcome back once again. In this question, we are to calculate the size of this angle x. And we can see these two quadrilaterals are square-shaped quadrilaterals. We have the size of this angle to be A and this angle here B. And here they said A plus B is 30 degrees. So how can we solve it? Actually, it is a very simple question. The first thing we're going to do, we label the size of this square here to be y and those of this square here to be z. Now if you look, this side is the diagonal of this square shaped quadrilateral. The diagonal of the square bisects its angles, which are right angles. So this and this here will be 45 degrees. Now if we assume the size of this angle to be c, a plus b plus c will be equal to 45 degrees. But here they said a plus b is 30 degrees. If we substitute that here now, 30 degrees plus c equal to 45 degrees. Subtracting 30 degrees from both sides, here 30 minus 30 is 0, and here 45 degrees minus 30 degrees is 15 degrees. So c, which is this angle here, is 15 degrees. If we now come here, we know there is also a diagonal of this square here. That is, this angle, this and this angle are 45 degrees as well. So if you extend this line to this point here, this and this angle here are vertically opposite angles. So this is also 45 degrees. This angle we know is 90 degrees because it is the angle of a square. So from this triangle here, if we label the size of this angle theta, sum of the angles of the triangle and equate to 108 degrees. 15 degrees plus 45 degrees plus 90 degrees plus theta equal to 108 degrees. 15 plus 45 plus 90 is 150. So theta plus 150 degrees is equal to 108 degrees. If we subtract 150 degrees from both sides, here 150 degrees minus 150 degrees is 0. And here 180 minus 150 is 30. So theta equal to 30 degrees. That is, this angle here is 30 degrees. Now still from this triangle here, since it is a right angle triangle, we can use the so-called tool. Taking this as theta, this is the opposite, this is the adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. Let's assume it to be P. From here, cos theta equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Theta is 15 degrees, adjacent is y, and hypotenuse is P. So cos 15 degrees is equal to y over p. Cos 15 degrees is the same as cos 15 degrees over 1. If you cross multiply, now p times cos 15 degrees equal to 1 times y. P times cos 15 degrees is p cos 15 degrees, and 1 times y is y. So p cos 15 degrees equal to y. The next step now is to divide both sides by cos 15 degrees. Here cos 15 degrees cancels cos 15 degrees. So p equal to y over cos 15 degrees. Y over cos 15 degrees is the same as 1 over cos 15 degrees times y. If you have a good scientific calculator, put this and it will give you root 6 minus root 2. Root 6 minus root 2 times y is y open bracket root 6 minus root 2. So p equal to y open bracket root 6 minus root 2. That is, the length of this side here is y bracket root 6 minus 2 in terms of y. Now still on this triangle here, if we use tan theta equal to opposite over adjacent, theta is 15 degrees, opposite let's assume it to be q, and adjacent is y. So tan 15 degrees equal to q over y. Tan 15 degrees is 2 minus root 3, so 2 minus root 3 equal to q over y. If we multiply both sides by y, here y cancels y, and here 2 minus root 3 all multiplied by y is same as y open bracket 2 minus root 3. So q equal to y open bracket 2 minus root 3. That is, this line here is y open bracket 2 minus root 3 in length. But recall, the length of this whole line is y. That is, this side here is y minus y open bracket 2 minus root 3. And if this is y minus y open bracket 2 minus root 3, this and this must also be y minus y open bracket 2 minus root 3. But from y minus y open bracket 2 minus root 3, we can factor out y. That is, it is going to be y open bracket 1 minus bracket 2 minus root 3. If you expand minus open bracket 2 minus root 3, it will be minus 2 minus root 3. Minus root 3 is plus root 3. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So it's now minus 1 plus root 3, which is the same as root 3 minus 1. So we now have y open bracket root 3 minus 1. We substitute here. Now from this triangle, this is its hypotenuse. The Pythagorean theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the two other sides. So based on that, hypotenuse square equal to y open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared plus y open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared. Y open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared is y squared open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared. Y squared open bracket root 3 minus 1 squared plus y squared open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared is 2y squared open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared. So hypotenuse square equal to 2y squared open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared. Taking the square root of both sides, here square root of hypotenuse square is hypotenuse, and here square root of 2y squared open bracket root 3 minus 1 all squared is square root of 2 times square root of y squared times square root of root 3 minus 1 all squared. Square root of y squared is y, and square root of root 3 minus 1 all squared is root 3 minus 1. So hypotenuse equal to square root of 2 times y times square root of 3 minus 1. If we multiply this bracket by this root 2, it will be root 3 times root 2 minus 1 times root 2. Root 3 times root 2 is root 3 times 2, which is root 6. And minus 1 times root 2 is minus root 2. So hypotenuse equal to y open bracket root 6 minus root 2. That is, this side is y open bracket root 6 minus root 2. And recall, we have this side to also have the same length. That is, this triangle is an isosceles triangle, with this angle x and this angle as the base angles. The base angles of an isosceles triangle we know are equal, so b equal to x. Now if you look, this angle is an exterior angle of this triangle. We know that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. That is, this 30 degrees angle is equal to the sum of this and this. So b plus x equal to 30 degrees. But recall here b equal to x. We substitute here. Now x plus x equal to 30 degrees. X plus x is 2x. From 2x equal to 30 degrees, x will be 30 degrees divided by 2, which is 15 degrees. So this angle x here, which we are asked to calculate, is 15 degrees. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and also turn on notifications. Thank you.